Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. This problem is a good one. We're starting division of fractions, so let's practice. Two ways we got here. We have two problems, and I'm going to do each one in two separate ways. One is thinking about if I have four whole things, and I'm dividing them into 1/3 pieces, right? So how many 1/3 pieces or how many 1/3 groups are there in 4? So I've got that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with 6 and 2/3. So let's just do both of those and see how they change. So 4 being cut into 1/3 pieces. I purposefully made my whole numbers, 1 whole, 2 wholes, 3 wholes, 4 wholes, into 3 equal parts because we're cutting it into groups of thirds. Cutting it into thirds. Thirds, that's 3/3. This would be 6/3, 7, 8, 9/3, and 10, 11, 12/3. So that'd be my first part, breaking it into thirds. Now we're going to group them, and I want to group them into groups of 1. I want 1/3 groups, 1/3 groups. So let's do in red, and let's group them. This is 1 group, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 1/3 groups in 4, which is our answer. Let's do this one here. Let's break this one up. So now I want 6 whole things. I have my number line, and I'm representing 6 wholes. And I'm cutting them into groups. I'm dividing them into groups of 2/3. 2/3. So I still want thirds. So I'm going to take my wholes and cut them into thirds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's move my face up. 13, 14, 15. And 16, 17, 18. There are 18 thirds in 6. And if I'm grouping them into 2, hopefully you're already seeing that, well, if I grouped all these into groups of 2, that I would have 9. There are 18 pieces. So if I'm grouping those 18 into groups of 2, I'll have 9. But if you're not so sure about that, let's just take a look. So here's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Those are 2/3 right there. That's 1 group. That's 2. Here are 3 groups. Here's another group of 2/3. Here is 1/3. Here is 2/3. Here is 1/3. Here's 2/3. 1/3, 2/3. 1/3, 2/3. 1/3, 2/3. Nice. It works out. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 groups. There are 9 groups of 2/3. So this way of looking at the problem is just a little bit different, actually very much so different. And this is talking about, let's just make a line here. If I take 4, so it's still 4 divided by 1/3. But this way I'm thinking about 4 things being divided into 1/3 of a group. So we're not splitting into groups of, we're putting it into 1/3 of a group. So here is our whole thing, and we're basically asking, well, 4 is 1/3 of what, right? 4 represents 1/3 of what number? So here's 1/3 of our whole group, our whole number. And if 4 represents one of those thirds, well, what needs to go in the other 2/3? Well, if you're saying 4, then you are correct. So how much is in 1 whole? Well, you would get 4 again. That 4 being divided into 1/3 of a group is 12. Right? It's asking 4 is 1/3 of what? 4 is 1/3 of 12. So here, thinking about it this way, 6 is being divided into 2/3 of a group. What the heck does 2/3 of a group look like? Well, it looks right here. Here's 2/3, and 6 is being divided evenly amongst those 2 parts. So if I need to split 6 things between these 2 pieces here, 1 piece, 2 piece, that would be 3, and 3 makes 6. So what would be, how much is in the whole? How much is in our whole, one whole piece here, one whole thing? Is, what is that, 9? Yeah, is 9. So you get the same answer doing both ways, just 2 different ways to think of these division problems. Breaking it into groups of 2/3, and then thinking of 6 being 2/3 of a group. Thanks, and we'll practice some more.